Hi guys, welcome in another episode dedicated to Tool. Before we start, I would like to refer to some comments regarding our last video, the Grudge. The comments, honestly, and all the interpretations blown up my mind. The one that I really liked was the astrological connection to Saturn. You know, there is this Saturn ascends. So apparently Saturn circles and it returns to the place when it was in about 25 to 30 years. So I can actually relate to it age-wise. I really like this interpretation. I have some notes as well. So essentially this particular interpretation referred to a person facing adult conflicts for the first time. Another one that absolutely put me off my feet was the mythology reference. Actually, Saturn can reflect the Kronos. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we had it was actually the one of the main readings in my primary school, the mythology and Kronos as a father of Zeus. Really interesting. I can highly recommend all the comments. I'm not going to go into details only because we could talk for hours about this one. I'm starting feeling as well that we need the actual separate video about the comments, and I'll analyze all the comments as well. So thank you so much. I don't know how you feel about this.
About the comments? Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed reading through them. I've seen lots of nice interpretations as well. I wish we could reply to all of them. I don't know, would it be better to just reply to them in text, or do you think it would be better to reply to them in video?
Well, I don't know. Let us know. In any event, thank you so much. They've given me a lot of insight. There was this interpretation that I also kind of touched upon, and I liked that holding on to grudge prevents you from healing and actually from growth. Really interesting. I absolutely enjoyed that. We have microphones today as well. Hopefully they're gonna help a little bit with the quality of the sound. If not, just let me know. What is another one that I would like to refer to is the wordsmith. So what I found, and I'm gonna read I think I should read this one actually. Maynard allowed for wordsmiths, which are often more interested in cadence, rhythm, and juxtaposition than communicating specific concrete meaning. So I guess there was kind of indication in the comments that sometimes I'm trying to over-interpret perhaps and overthinking the actual wording. I do get this. Maybe it is the case, but it's actually something that I actually enjoy to do. It's just me, and this is how I feel the songs. I always try to search and look for this meaning, but there's nothing wrong really in just trying to feel the song as it is, without kind of dipping into it. I'm not sure if, I think you feel this way as well, don't you?
Yeah, I even like to interpret some songs differently each time I listen to them. So I might be listening to one song with having very good mood, and then I will probably interpret it or visualize it in my head a bit nicer than I would do it when my mood is down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's really nice as well. I do like that, and every time I listen, even last night we listened to the Grudge together, and we had such a great conversation again. Honestly, we went through some comments, we got into some different conclusions, extremely interesting. In any event, for today, I think it's time for me to start to listen to your recommendations and start listening to Maynard in the chronological order, which was recommended to me so many times that I feel like, I really feel myself as well, that it's the time to do it. I think we've discussed the amount of songs, because what I know already is that these songs supposed to be shorter, and that I should discover different Maynard, and I will see as I go through the albums the way he grown as an artist and the changes in his voice as well. So,
and not only him, the whole band, I guess.
Yeah, the whole band actually, and the whole Tool. So I can't wait, honestly. I felt that we should start with two songs initially, Sweat and Hush, but you know, you know me, and you know me probably from previous videos, that I may feel like I need more. So we'll see how it goes, really. Anything else you would like to add before we start?
Just that those two songs are quite short, so I anticipate that we might get to listen a few more, maybe full album even.
Okay.
We'll see.
Then be prepared just in case. I have words for Sweat and Hush prepared already, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So.
Okay, I think we will. Let's not stop until maybe Hush is finished, like the second song is finished. What do you think? And then we will revise whether we want to.
Okay. I hope you won't mind, but if you could just let me know at least when another song starts, just so I could have some indication and to, you know, be able to differentiate between the songs.
Sure.
Awesome. By the way, it's like really, really hot today in here, and I feel like I got sunburned. So I feel like Tool will be just amazing to, like, you know, chill in the evening and just listen to.
So whenever you're ready. Yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
So now Hush.
Already.
Yeah.
So quick. This one. Weird. In a good way. Yeah, lyrics.
I can't say what I want to, even if I'm not serious. I can't say what I want to, even if I'm not serious. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. You piece of shit, why don't you just go kill yourself instead? I can't say what I want to, even if I'm not serious. I can't say what I want to, even if I'm just too People tell me what to say, what to think and what to play. I said, people tell me what to say, what to think and what to play. I said, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Piece of shit, why don't you just go kill yourself? I can't say what I want to, even if I'm not serious. I can't say what I want to, even if I'm just too Why don't you go fuck yourself? People tell me what to say, what to think and what to play. I said, people tell me what to say, what to think and what to play. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Already.
So yeah, that's two songs already.
Oh, yeah, I definitely need more. Yeah. What's the next song?
So next one is Part of Me,
Part of Me. How long?
which is so Part of Me is 3 minutes 17 seconds. So another short song. So it's about about the same length as the ones we just listened to.
And the next one?
And the next one, and there are actually two. After Part of Me, there are two lives, which would be Cold and Ugly and Jerk Off. And then there's last one, which is Opiate, which is one that is the longest. But all of those are like not around 4 minutes. So.
You know what, I predicted this may happen, but to be honest, I don't think I would be even able to kind of score them properly. Wait, so definitely I need Part of Me. And the next one, did you say, was Two Lives, yeah?
2 live versions, yeah, Cold and Ugly. And
2 live versions.
Yeah.
Versions of 2 different songs.
Yeah.
So the next one, you know what, let me just take another piece of paper. Part of Me. Yeah,
And
I'm gonna find lyrics right
Cold
away.
and
Sorry,
Ugly.
guys. Part of Me, lyrics. So far, so good, but definitely it was like really short. I felt like it was about 2 minutes, not 4 or 3.
I would. Let's go with something I would like to propose. Let's go with 3 songs at a time now.
Okay,
Next
so
3 songs.
Part of Me. The next one is
Here you go. You can write this down.
Cold and Ugly. Cold and Ugly lyrics. Sorry about that. I just need to find the lyrics quickly, and I'm just gonna prepare all of them just in case. And the next one will be, we got Jerk Off. I hope you don't mind that this Cold and Ugly and Jerk Off are live versions.
Those are the versions on the album. That's how
Oh.
Tool put it on the album. Because
Really?
they had a first demo album, like very short one, in 1991. So Opiate is like first full album, but those 2 lives are from the tour, I guess they did. So
Have Cold and Ugly. We have got Part of Me first. So yeah. Sorry, I hope you don't mind.
so
It's gonna
whatever.
become like, the reaction to the whole album at once. But at least for the first time, I will be able to just add to my Spotify the whole album. So yeah, it can be quite good actually. So yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Yeah. Go.
Part of Me, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful. So cool. So different. at the end?
Yeah, we just go in next one.
Next one.
Throw that Bob Marley wannabe motherfucker out of here.
Cold and Ugly, yeah?
Yes, Cold and Ugly. Cold and Ugly. This is live.
Transition here.
Wide awake and keeping distance from my soul. Wide awake and keeping distance from my
Ending, isn't it?
Another live coming next.
Used to be a bunch of assholes that lived in this part of the building here. But we systematically removed them like you would any kind of termite or roach.
Jerk off?
Yeah, it's already started.
Yeah, let's just go directly. Michael's lyrics.
I love this.
Someone told me once that there's a right and wrong. Punishment was sure for those who dare to cross the line. But I'm just like you, and maybe it's just bullshit. I should play God and shoot you myself. Tired of waiting.
Then it's going up.
Consequences dictate course of action, and it doesn't matter what's right. It's only wrong if you get caught. If consequences dictate my course of action, I should play God and just shoot you myself. Tired of waiting. Shoot it. Check it. Fuck
Go
it.
scream!
Shoot you in your fucking head.
Whoa! I want more. Let's just go for another one.
Yeah, so I'm not stopping, right?
I think I prepared the lyrics.
Opiate.
Yeah, I've got them.
So it's just starting now.
So far, so good.
Choices always were a problem for you.
Oh, it's right away.
What you need is someone strong to guide you. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. What you need is someone strong to guide you. Like me, like me, like me, like me. If you want to get your soul to heaven, try Get your soul to
There's gonna be a boom.
heaven. Trust in me now. Don't you judge or question. You are broken now, but faith can heal you. Just do everything I tell you to do. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. Let me lay my holy hand upon you. My God's will becomes me when He speaks. He speaks through me. He has needs like I do. We both want to rape ya.
Is it definitely the whole?
No, it's not the end.
Is it not?
No,
I can't hear anything else.
it's a little bit patience.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Okay. I feel tense, like I can't hear anything.
Do you have any more lyrics for that?
No. Still nothing.
I had a friend once, he took
What
some
is it?
acid. Now he thinks he's a fire engine. It's okay until he pisses on your lighter. Kinda smells kinda cool, kinda funny anyway. Satan, Satan,
Satan?
I had this friend once. He took some ecstasy, tried to marry me and everyone in the room. He was sorta loving, kinda caring,
It's so weird.
kinda tried to fuck my lazy boy. got a bit messy all over the curtains. Armchair covers, throw pillows and carpeting.
That's it.
You sure?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, now it's definitely finished.
Is it the whole?
So that's the whole album finished.
Oh, I can't believe it. We just listened to the whole album. Oh God. What was this at the end? It's not in the lyrics.
I think.
Is it the one song or something separate?
No, I think
what is it?
It is in the lyrics for live version. Sorry, it's actually not live version of it was not.
I just found some basic lyrics and it wasn't there.
I've seen online like 2 different versions for those lyrics, and some of them include this second part. So the second part is actually called like the Gaping Lotus Experience, whatever that.
Gaping Lotus
I mean,
Experience.
it kind of makes sense, but have you seen the words or have you?
No, I didn't see the words because I haven't seen it. I didn't have anything, but I could it was quite alright in a sense that I could actually understand the words. Sometimes, depending on the song, it is quite hard. I'm just Gaping Lotus Experience. I had a friend once, he took some aces. Oh God, and this Satan. Oh, that's honestly that's really, really cool. Oh my God. But it kind of took me off completely. I don't know what to say now, where to start. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, I don't know where should I start, but maybe I'm gonna start from the beginning then. So we went through
Sweat was the first.
Sweat, then Hush, then I have. Oh, where's my notes? The Part of Me, then Jerk Off, and then this Opiate with the Gaping Lotus Experience, which I think may have.
There was also Cold and Ugly. After Part of Me, there was Cold and Ugly.
Go after Part of. Yes. Yeah, I didn't put the. I think if we're gonna go through it a few times, I'm gonna remember the titles in the right order. So, first thing I wanted to ask before we start kind of analyzing and talking about the song, do you think who was the author of the words? Because I understand it's the old Maynard. Was it all himself, or? Because in all honesty, I don't think it sounded like. I would definitely say as we went through it, every next song was getting better and better. So I have quite a lot of interpretations and different things that I picked up on as we go.
I would say that the songs were simpler at the beginning and more like complicated. Like the Opiate, the last song was really, I think, the most complicated song from that album.
Yeah, and I could feel a bit more of the Maynard that I kind of got used to through my journey so far. Yeah, I do agree that the few first songs been quite easier to pick up lyrically, in the sense that they had quite a well-known structure of the songs. I don't want to say standard, really. I don't think it would be appropriate here, but that's how I felt, and it was quite easier for me to pick up even without the lyrics.
I think I know what you mean. It's like they are like more traditional kind of songs, right? They're also shorter than. They're like 3 minutes 40 seconds. Then the next song is 2 minutes 48 seconds, and so on. So they are like much shorter than what we get used to from previous listenings.
Yeah, in all honesty, the Sweat and Hush, it kind of reminded me of this comment about the wordsmith, that perhaps I shouldn't kind of overanalyze. And maybe indeed it was some kind of intro. Well, it was their first album after all, wasn't it?
It was like a first full studio album, but they had like a demo album before. Some of the songs, like I think Jerk Off, for example, is from their previous demo album.
Okay.
Because it's, notice it's live. I think it's, I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jerk Off is on their previous like short album, the demo album, and the live version is just from their first couple of concerts with the material. So it's not like we heard absolutely beginnings of Tool. I think it's not. I think
Okay. Although it's kind of treated as the first.
it still feels more. It feels different, at least for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go at least say a few words about each of the song, but I wouldn't be able to kind of give one separate score to each of them because I feel like it is the whole experience, especially when the songs aren't that long. I feel like I just really enjoyed that I could listen to next one and then another one. It was really enjoyable. With the Sweat, what kind of caught my eye was the Dream Within a Dream. So I'm not sure whether I should even, over-interpret in it. But perhaps it was some kind of reference to we all have the situations in our life when we feel like we've been in this place before. Do you know what I mean?
Like deja vu.
Yeah, that's exactly the word I was looking for. So perhaps that was it. Then we have Hush. I even made a note, like, he is swearing a lot, but even then you can feel like the way he swears is just beautiful because it's his scream. So I'm already a fan of his scream.
But also in Hush, I think they, at least for me, when I listened to it, I felt like they make a statement about not being conformists. Like they're saying to the world, we're not gonna play by the set of rules that other bands are playing, like the whole music industry is playing. It's just a little bit like what we read about Ticks and Leeches from the comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually what I thought of. Again, I don't want to over-interpret, but perhaps you're right, because that's what I thought about Ticks and Leeches, because we know, I do know already that Ticks and Leeches was this statement against this whole music industry.
But we listened to Ticks and Leeches after those comments, and now we can see how it makes sense.
Yeah, so especially that it's kind of the start. It has start in his journey, so he wanna put his position right straight away. So I think it's kind of that may be it. It's quite interesting. But then I felt like my actual journey throughout this album started, because we have Part of Me, and that's when I actually felt Maynard. Again, it may be just me, it may be over-interpreting, but that I felt like, the words especially, he was kind of trying to talk to himself on like different personality even, like through the mirror. Like when you talk into the mirror, I want to refer to words as well. Let me just go back to the words. Part of me. Yeah, you're just a part of me. I know you well. You are a part of me. I know you better than I know myself. So it's kind of, it's kind of like talking to himself, like you talking to the mirror, to your second personality, or perhaps talking to him or referring to him as a little boy. Maybe, at like different stages of his life. I may be completely, completely wrong or incorrect, but that kind of was already this type of Maynard that I was looking and searching for, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, what are your thoughts about that?
About Part of Me.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the thoughts about sorry for that. Thoughts about Part of Me were a little bit similar to yours, like he's talking to maybe himself, or I was thinking more like he's talking to different version of himself. So like everyone has those couple of faces we wear, and maybe so I would go into that direction, like sometimes you might just try to connect with your different like mask, the the idea of people wearing masks all the time.
Oh yeah, was it the Garfinkel? I think it was. I don't want to.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
yeah. There's this whole sociological theory, extremely interesting. I can recommend. But indeed, yeah, like we all kind of wear different masks when we are in a different roles in life. So, for example, if you work as a teacher, you can wear a mask of a teacher. If you are a singer on the stage, and if it's your first live,
not even that. I think it's deeper. I think it's even like, let's say you've got couple of different sets of friends. So you've got friends who know each other, but you could get like groups of friends who don't know each other. Like, let's say you've got 4 friends and 2 of them know each other and don't know the other 2 of those, but they know, you know what I mean, like 2 separate groups of friends.
Yeah.
And you can be different person to those different groups.
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, even for me, I feel, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say it, but it is kind of like it. Even when I talk to my English friends, for example, I probably wear a different mask as to where I would act and react with the friends from my country of origin, if that makes sense. So even then, even towards your parents, there is this whole theory. Actually, you reminded me of it. We need to. I'm gonna read you something about it. I'm gonna have a look after the video because it's so interesting. The whole kind of theory of wearing a mask, and you're simply in a different roles. Like at work, when you're talking to your boss, you perhaps have a different role that you would have if you would have at home in relationship between each other. It's really, really interesting. But that's where I started getting all those things, and I feel like we're not gonna have time to go through all of it in all honesty at the moment, because like we could spend hours talking just about part of me, even though it was so short.
That's the best with Tool. It's a great conversation starter, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but we can always continue, and I'm really, honestly, it can be silly, but I'm really considering just creating a video, even like something, not really long. I don't want to bore anybody, but at least to go for some comments and for some further kind of ideas that came up in our minds after we've listened to it a few more times. But next one maybe, Cold and Ugly. So again, I felt that there was some personality reference, and perhaps, I'm not sure whether it's not too early for that, but I already know, and I'm really looking forward to listen to the whole set of Wings, the songs about
Wings
his mom, because I've seen so much in your comments that I really cannot wait. But because I do know, thanks to you, that he had certain relationship with his mom. I think she was also a paraplegic, so there's quite some really difficult history behind it. So I felt like it may be some kind of reference to his mom already. I may be, again, completely incorrect. If that's the case, let me know. But the way I took a song, if it wasn't his mom, it may have been somebody else, but it definitely was some person that may be close to him, who's got this wall of Cold and Ugly inside. It was kind of, I felt like this was like even deeper than part of me. It was like getting, honestly, like every song as we went through it was deeper and deeper, and you could find different meanings. What are your thoughts about Cold and Ugly?
So Cold and Ugly, my thoughts are, it's about empathizing, like feeling empathy to other person, and like connecting to other person on deeper level, something like that. That would be my theme of that song, if you know what I mean. So, because do you know the difference between sympathizing with person and empathizing to person or with person?
Well, in theory, at least, I like to think I know.
So when you feel sympathy for someone, you're not really putting yourself in his shoes. Like you just feel sorry for him, and it's more like sympathizing is out of your pityness for other person. Like you feel sorry for him, but empathizing is more like actually feeling with the person, like feeling her pain. And I think this song is about empathizing with another person on a deeper level, like the words underneath the skin and jewelry. It definitely
that's pretty deep. Yeah, it is. I do agree. So do you think it may have been actually about his mom? If I'm completely incorrect, just let me know. Let me know how you feel about this, because I genuinely feel that it may have something to do with his mom.
Yeah, I don't know if it's about his mom. I don't know the timeline. Like I don't know. I don't want to say how
Yeah.
much do I know about later albums, but yeah, I don't know enough to tell
Yeah.
to
Okay.
say this.
What I think I'm gonna do for the next time, I will definitely gonna have a read through his maybe history with his mom. Yeah. Yeah, genuinely, I feel it is like really, really deep already. Do you want to refer to any words specifically within the song?
No, I would like to go to the next one, Jerkov. I really, it's one of my favorite shorter Tool songs, the Jerkov. How did you like it?
Yeah, I did I really like, I honestly treated it as part of the journey. I feel so excited as well. I just want to go through it again. And the time flown like that. That's really
Yeah.
interesting as well. Let me just go back to my notes with the Jerkov specifically. Yeah, so I think with the Jerkov and the Opiate as well, that's what I picked up on both of the songs. For some reason, I feel like there's some kind of reference to the Christianity and to the
Yes.
Christian understanding of the morality, what is wrong and what is right.
So for me, it's in general more about religions or morality in general.
Yeah.
Like especially Jerkov is about a little like making the
What are you trying to say? What?
like serving justice by yourself, if you know what I mean.
I see. You know what? What I could feel like the hard word. Sorry, the transition throughout the song. So it started with kind of a statement, what this is all about, what I'm gonna do. Obviously lyric-wise. Then we had a little bit of transition into kind of his feelings and his kind of journey. Into like kind of insight, perhaps a little bit of an insight into himself, and then the whole Christianity bit and focus on this morality again. Yes, serving justice, perhaps. Yeah, why not? I do like this actually, but the kind of Christian aspect, the blind me with your
But
lies, like the reference to God as well. Amazing.
But it's also a little bit like I'm now reading the Jerkov text lyrics, and there is this. Someone told me once that there's a right and wrong, and that punishment would come to those who dare to cross the line. But it must not be true for Jerkovs like you. Maybe it takes longer to catch a total asshole, but I'm tired of waiting. It's like it for me. It a little bit symbolizes his doubtfulness of the fairness being served. So he thinks that he must take action into his own hands.
What if it's some kind of idol, some kind of moral figure that reflects his experience as a child? For example, we all have our kind of moral figures that shape us, that given us certain certain moral. I keep saying morality, but that's genuinely. I feel this song is like strong from the moral perspective, but we have this figure that kind of influences through life and kind of shape our understanding of everything that is around us, essentially. So what if it's some kind of reflection to somebody who's supposed to be that person, supposed to shape and give him some good things that he should then cherish through life, but instead he is just being lied to? I don't know if I'm not too deep, to be honest, but yeah.
We might be. We just listened to the whole album, so we might just be a little bit too deep on that.
Yeah, I may be a little bit biased as well, in all honesty.
But I think. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah. You go on.
So one verse I think really is quite important in Jerkov. I should play God. My course of I should play God and shoot you myself. I'm very tired of waiting. Mm-hmm. It's like.
Yeah.
It's maybe about like not being patient enough for things to go fairly, so you take the action.
that kind of put me off. Now I think I want to consider it from slightly different perspective, perhaps. Really, again, extremely interesting. I'm still quite, I don't know, I just feel, after all this journey, I feel kind of excitement still.
Nice.
know what I
But
mean?
then, what I told, I should play God and shoot you myself, and then lyrics for Opiate, they are like choices always were a problem for you. And I think those two songs are really connected to each other, Jerkoff and Opiate.
Yeah, like I said, they seem to be kind of interlinked with this Christian aspect of morality, with the differentiation between good and wrong, with the reason and the obstacles you face as you go through life, with these people that should guide you, that should support you, but not necessarily you getting what you would expect from them, or you're tired of waiting for the things to change when you are in a deep end. Again, it's so, there's so much in it that I could spend hours talking about every single sentence now.
I feel almost like we should just record a full podcast on the whole on the full analysis of this album, because there's so much here,
Yeah.
so much to talk about.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's something that you would like. Let me know. We can think about this. It didn't kind of went as planned. In all honesty, I like to have I like to plan everything in advance. But in this case, I think it worked just fine, because I feel like I needed it to properly kind of not interpret it, but just kind of feel it. The further I went, the more I could just feel the whole song, and musically as well. It was still like really, really great. I get the point that perhaps as you go, you will see the way the Tool, as the whole band changed and their music grown, but and I would probably say that's correct, looking at the very first two songs, but like ending with Opiate, and then this thing at the end, the Gaping Lotus experience. Oh my god, that was brilliant. I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to mean. I feel like it was a little bit jokey thingy. And it
But
was
also,
like talk of somebody who was high. I don't know if I'm right.
yes, but also there was like Satan,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we talked about last couple of songs were about kind of like religions, Christianity. So I don't feel that Satan is there by coincidence. I think it has some meaning, and again, we would like to talk about so many things. There's so much to it.
I'm really happy that we did this though, because yeah, you're right. Even this kind of thingy at the end, it definitely can have quite a deep meaning. You're right, because I felt like on purpose he put some very kind of, you would say, weird stuff, which was quite enjoyable to listen to as well. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of a talk of somebody who's. Oh, actually, I have a thought now. What if it was a talk of somebody who was actually quite high, but this Satan was a reflection that throughout this experience and analyzing of this whole kind of morality, good and wrong, the reflection of God, personification and such, he just got high, and that's why he ended up with the Satan at the end. So it's like the circle. Oh, extremely interesting. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you would like to add?
There's actually too much things I would like to add, so maybe we will think about some other kind of formula for our videos that we could explore those things with having more time.
Yeah, I definitely feel kind of ready for more. Thank you for all your recommendations so far. I'm really sorry if we disappointed you. If you have any suggestions, let me know. We definitely gonna continue the conversation, but video is getting probably too long already. And it is, I feel again, like it will be my 10 out of 10, but I do not want to differentiate between every single song. If I would have to do it, it would probably go slightly different. I would probably start at giving different kind of scores to different songs, but I feel like genuinely you just need to listen the whole album at once. I don't know how you're feeling about this, and like as a whole experience, definitely 10.
I agree. I agree that just listening to the full album at once is an experience, and it's so much better than just listening to one song at a time. The problem is it's overwhelming to analyze it, and that's the issue. We have to figure something out about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come up with something.
Yeah, maybe we should just stick to, not listening all of it, but we'll see. It was a bit overwhelming because there's so much in it as well that we didn't even touch. We didn't have time and chance to touch. But yeah, in any event, I hope you liked it. I absolutely loved it, honestly. And I'm really happy we actually listened to it all. I think it's getting really late as well, so we probably should should be finishing now. So again, thank you so much for watching, and thumbs up.
Thank you very much.